The Elements of Non-Euclidean Geometry by D.M.Y. Sommerville.
Chapter 1, Historical. Section 16, The Later Developments. The succeeding history of non-Euclidean geometry will be passed over here very briefly. The ideas inaugurated by Lobachevsky and Bolyai did not for many years attain any wide recognition, and it was only after Baltzar had called attention to them in 1867 and at his request Howell had published French translations of the epoch-making works, and the subject of non-Euclidean geometry began to be seriously studied. It is remarkable that while Saccheri and Lambert both considered the two hypotheses, it never occurred to Lobachevsky or Bolyai or their predecessors Gauss, Schweikart, Taurinus, and Wachter to admit the hypothesis that the sum of the angles of a triangle may be greater than two right angles. This involves the conception of a straight line as being unbounded but yet of finite length. Somewhere at the back of beyond, the two ends of the line meet and close it. We owe this conception first to Bernard Riemann, 1826 and 1866, in his dissertation of 1854, published only in 1866 after the author's death. But in his spherical geometry, two straight lines intersect twice, like two great circles on a sphere. The conception of a geometry in which the straight line is finite and is, without exception, uniquely determined by two distinct points is due to Felix Klein. Klein attached the now usual nomenclature for the three geometries. The geometry of Lobachevsky he called hyperbolic, and that of Riemann elliptic, and that of Euclid parabolic.
The Elements of Non-Euclidean Geometry. This book was written by D.M.Y. Sommerville, M.A. and Doctor of Science. It was published by the Open Court Publishing Company, London, G. Bell & Sons, Ltd. in 1919, and now is in the public domain. It is being read by Jim Renholt, with programming and illustrations by Jim Renholt in 2019. Thank you for listening.